right, they are hard at work. Or hardly working, ha ha ha. Okay, let's see. I was not going to record today until maybe tonight, if that made any sense, because it's just such an awesome day, like already. The weather is perfect. And I thought this would be nice to have a nice daytime 77 degree scoot. Let's see, I wonder if I should cross the road right away. Thinking about it. Yeah, let's kind of go, you know what, I thought about it, maybe going down the dam would be fun. But, oh, that's so cool. I was gonna do the your scooter sucks, but that thing was sweet. It looked like Terminator. If you've seen the Terminator or if you've seen Brain Scan, like the old school scooters. I'm afraid if I got one of those, I'd be like doing the sit down scoot thing, which I don't want to do. I mean, I could see how awesome that would be, but I feel like if I stand up, I at least get a little, not exercise, but I sit down all day anyway when I, do my editing. So I'm going to go back. I think what I'm going to do today, besides get rid of this rattle, sorry about that, you guys. I still haven't used my clamps that I have that look like handcuffs to secure my scooter if I go somewhere. And every time I put it on my scooter, it rattles like that. So sorry about that. Okay, so if we're gonna go towards the dam, I do want to cross here, but it looks like I missed the window. Here's what I'll do. I'll stop and I'll actually fix the rattle. And I wish I could go up that, see, this is when that bridge up there would be perfect, but it's not open yet. So. Oh God, I still have 10 seconds. I can make that. That lady looked like a rock star. All right. It's funny, like, when you think, sometimes I think like I do when I walk. So making that 10 seconds was simple with the scooter. I should just start going up to people and being like, hey, you want to ride? No. First of all, there's no room on your damn scooter. Second of all, you're a creep. Get the hell out of here. All right, so when are they going to open this damn bridge? See how perfect that would have been? Don't worry, that's going to be a highlight of this summer. Is going to be the first time we scoot across the bridge. So, and you guys, this is either a huge bummer or very smart that there's no water right here. Looks like there should be like a pond, Okay, to fix this, I just got to twist it around a little bit. Usually that gets rid of the rattly sound. It's like a chain inside, so. Yeah, I don't know. If I looked out my window and I saw a bunch of rocks like that, it's a little depressing. Maybe they're gonna fill it in someday. But when you have water, sitting water in front of your house, there's more issues with that too. There's always a trade-off. It's kind of a good life lesson I learned. Always a trade-off. Anyway, I've been going crazy with these memes. Yesterday I actually had a guitar lesson. My student came in on a Sunday. And in the time that I got to the studio to the time he got there, which was a couple hours, I put together an entire website. It's crazy what you can do these days. And so I've got like 16 or 17 memes that I've made up in the last week or so. They just keep coming to me, And I got 6 more ideas today. And I started uploading them like 1 or 2 times a day on my channels, and people are kind of getting annoyed, even though I'll talk about a few of them that really took off. But this one dude's like, dude, I love your channel, but what the hell, you know? And I got kind of mad at first because I was like, hey, these are funny. You can just skip through them, you know? But I understand. And so I just put them all on a website, and I'm just gonna put them on my channel once in a while. Just the really funny ones that have to do with music, you know? And then, by the way, I came here the other day to get a coffee, and the girl working here was wearing a Poison shirt. And she's super young, like 16 or something, 17. And I go, oh, cool shirt. You know, so now I'm the creepy old guy, old boomer guy who likes, you know, hair metal or whatever. She's like, thanks. And then she just kind of kept talking, like skimmed right over it. And I think she was worried that I was going to ask her to name 3 songs or something, you know. Name 3 songs. She was like not interested in the, you know, conversation at all. But what's crazy is I had something really wild to tell her. I could have said, hey, I know somebody who just played guitar for Bret Michaels. And I wonder if she would have been like, who's Bret Michaels? And here's your coffee. Get the hell out of here. Hey, I'm totally self-aware of how I come off sometimes. But anyway, the couple of memes that really took off, the reason why I think some of them do really well is because they're coming from real experience. I'm not just making stuff up. Like if I tried to make a bunch of, I don't know, like tech, like coding jokes and stuff, if it wasn't like Claude, if it was other like real coding type stuff, or if it was just a real niche thing that I'm not into, race cars, let's say, I would just be winging it, you know? But because they're music related, I've got firsthand knowledge of what's funny and what's kind of sad, and I put them together. So the 2 of them that took off, first of all, the one was a girl. Both of them had girls in it. And it was a girl sitting with her guitar looking really depressed. And the meme was something like, you know, guitarist learns music theory but still sucks, but can now explain why she sucks in greater detail or on a higher level. The other one, they make me laugh, not because, you know, I don't feel like I come up with these things. I feel like they're just kind of given to me because I'll just be sitting there and it'll just pop in my head, you know. And then another one was just people thought it was real, but it's a girl singing into a microphone. And on the bottom part of the microphone, there's a iPhone holder with an iPhone on it. And so the joke is, you know, people reading off their phones on stage. Now, you could take it anywhere on stage, you know. You're not tethered to the mic stand or whatever. And so many people are like, oh God, the world is over. This is horrible. Just learn the lyrics, you know. And I had to tell some people, dude, I made this up. And then a few people made a good point. They're like, hey, this seems like an absurd thing, but someone's going to take this idea and actually make it, you know, turn it into something. And I'm kind of like, oh, yeah. I'm like, sorry to have contributed to the madness, you know. Was I supposed to pay or something? That'd be quite a job, just sitting in that little room or that little booth all day. Allowing boats to come in and, hi. I wonder how much it costs to bring your boat through here or whatever. So we've done this before, and sorry you guys with the rattle, I'm gonna try to fix it again, but I'm gonna explore it a little bit more today. Nice and peaceful. Like I said, ideal weather to be outside without a jacket. I like to show you guys signs because I know that you can always pause it and read it. All right, so this is where the water kind of pools up and then it gets shoved through the dam. And I'm gonna actually go here first so you guys have something to look at while I fix the chain. All right. It almost doesn't matter now because the chain's gonna be way quieter than the water. Ah, this is what I've been waiting for. I think last time I went up here it was so cold, and then you have the water blowing on you and it's just pneumonia city. Wow, this view is insane. I feel like if you come up here, it's kind of healing, you know? If you guys could see it, but holy crap. I don't understand fishing right there, but to each his own. So what I'm expecting at any moment when I'm on this bridge going over those metal brackets is some older person being like, hey, you're disturbing the peace. Your scooter sucks. Yep, here's where it looks like beer. When I was a kid, my dad would always say, that's beer coming out. And then right here, I'm surprised this is open. Usually tons of people are standing here fishing and just looking around. Oh yuck, look at that flotsam and jetsam. It does look like beer, look at that. There was a girl down there like sleeping on the bench or whatever, just chilling. I think I disturbed her. I'm good at disturbing people. Okay, now this is where we have to make that decision. If we want to go, if we keep going, by the way, there's archer. Oh, you know what? I do want to see. I'll see it later if I remember. If anyone's using the archery range, because that's one of my goals for this summer is to bring the bow and arrow out here, have it on my back or something, try to look like Legolas. Is that his name? And then shoot a few arrows, hop back on the scooter, and cruise out of here. That'd be so fun. Okay, tell you what, I will get the bow and arrow back in order. I don't think it'll hurt my thumb. And I should be able to, you know, test out the range a little bit. It's just sitting there empty, which is, I mean, I'm assuming, because every time I go, but of course every time I go it's late. So, today is going to be interesting. Now, if I keep going down this way, if I remember right, there are some trails that go to the right, down there next to the water, but here we have like a suburban neighborhood. So it's kind of like the end of the fun here, but we got time. You know, I am trying to do my points today for my routine system thing. My Force a Habit app should be coming out soon. Then I could do my video on it and spread it to the world. And today might be tough to get them all in because I want to do a video, and whenever I do a full video for my guitar channel, it takes up, you know, like a huge chunk of time at night. So usually I'm really pushing it to the end. But I got a little time before the studio portion of my points come up. So I'll call this the free hour. All right, so it looks like you could follow the water all the way down. These are sweet houses, by the way. Every neighborhood calls themselves the villas. Even the really shitty neighborhoods. Welcome to the villas of San whatever. I almost said Sand Creek. I'm surprised there's, there probably is a trailer house community called the Villas of whatever, San Dimas. Wow, that house has a gold, look at that, a gold roof. I wonder if, is that copper? That'd be cool if in the summer it, collected energy for the new kind of solar panels, copper. You wake up, there's someone trying to like saw off a corner of your roof to go sell. Copper is still valuable. Okay, look at this. We got a dock. Should I try to go all the way down? How much do I trust? How much do I trust my scooting abilities? Okay, there's something very tranquil about this. So when I was a kid, we used to go to Coon Lake. Wow. Please don't float away. Okay. Okay, we're at oh my God, it's moving. The dock is shaking. Why don't I just come out here every day? I don't think this is private property. Yeah, why don't I just come out here every day and just sit and stare at the water? Okay, this is gonna be my new secret place right here. Wow. I feel like if you just sat here and like breathe slow for at least 20 minutes, an hour would be great. I could do that every day if I wanted to. I'm very, very fortunate. Although I think I have to maybe back up here. No, I'll maneuver. If my scooter falls in the water, I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna call it quits. That'll be the end of my scoot channel. Wow, there's a little beach right there. I guess the only time it would be awkward is if people were hanging out, So here's the cool thing. Since I have weird hours, I can do things when people are at work. Wait, does that say private property? It does. Hold on. That would be bullshit. Oh, it is. Oh, private property. Okay, so that whole idea, never mind. Still gonna do it though, fuck them. All right. I wonder, I'm just judging, but I wonder if people actually enforce that. Get off my dock. Okay. It's right there. I don't care. It's my dock, fuck you. Wow, some of these houses are incredible. Look at this one. Love the way that looks. Triangles are a little bit sus. Reminds me of Midsummer. But I could live with that. Oh, a butterfly's flying right next to me. Butterfly in the sky. Okay. We're gonna go up a little further just because I've never really explored this area. There's a dead end here. That means we have to check it out. I'm not against private property or anything, but there are always those people that are a little too hardcore about it, I don't know what to call these people though. But every time I post about something online, there's always one or two of them. So for example, I'll say, yeah, I tried to do a video, but I used 2 seconds of, an Eagles song I played on my guitar, and I played it poorly, and I got a copyright notice from the frickin' Eagles, And some asshat always has to be like, why don't you use your own music? He's stealing from people. That's his, rightful ownership or property. What is all this? And then he'll be really aggressive. I guess you can't because you've never written anything worth a damn, have you? And whoa, dude. Just chill. Using 2 seconds of an Eagles song, let's say I play just the beginning of Hotel California for a joke, and then they want to tear down your video, you're always going to get people that defend the other side like crazy, And what gets me is they're always so aggressive about it, which makes me wonder, oh, this is a driveway. Okay. Wow. Okay, so here's what I'm wondering, you guys. If this is happening just in my backyard, basically, some of these homes are really crazy awesome. I mean, they're all up next to the water, that's why, but you gotta wonder out east, Pennsylvania and stuff and Maine, there's just gotta be fortresses and mansions and private property signs. Look at that car. How did I miss that? That is so sweet. And you just got to start to wonder, what do these people do? I'm just glad I went this direction because it's so cool to see brand new areas, Because when you live close by somewhere and you just never see them, it's almost like you never left your bubble, And you guys know as well as I do that I love my bubble. There's nothing wrong with the bubble, but you have to, branch out here and there a little bit. Now the question is, if I keep going, where the hell do you end up? Damn, this chain is pissing me off today. It's crazy. Not only does it make an annoying sound, it makes the scooter feel cheap. Because this is what my old scooter used to do. It used to rattle like that. Okay, so because I have a terrible sense of direction, I know I'm going to get to a place soon where I'm like, oh, this is where I am. Okay. As somebody who gets lost a lot, landmarks are everything. Oh, there's the burger time. Okay, so we're gonna get some more nice houses, I think. Because not only is one side against the water, so you're kind of gonna be boat people and stuff, those people always have the dough. But on the other side, you're right next to the people that are next to the water, so it's kind of also ritzy. Not as ritzy, but there's levels to these things. This is why when people start to get to that higher level, you see there's still a competition. Oh, I have a house next to the water. Oh, really? Is it right on the water? Well, no, there's a house in between. Well, I don't know why, but the older generation that I grew up with, they would always say, maybe it was just my family, my Norwegian side, but well. Well was like the word. Well, you know. Holy shit, look at these houses. Damn. This one's pretty damn sweet. You know what, too? All these fences back there, look at that. Even the smaller looking houses next to these gigantic houses are probably so decked out on the inside. You know, it'd almost be kind of cool to have a smaller looking house with a gigantic basement, let's say. Wow, that's a nice one too. Sorry guys, I didn't know this was gonna become a house tour, but holy crap, some of these are incredible. I think I could live with this one. Yeah, I'll take this. I'll take this one here. Doesn't look like there's anybody there. Oh, I do see some chairs inside. Okay, we got the pontoon house right there. Very sweet. You know, I wonder what would happen if you just rode right up, just started hanging out, you know? Okay, this is the end of the trail, supposedly. What is this, a bag of garbage? Oh, it's a bunch of tiki torches and stuff for their parties. Must be Illuminati. So imagine living at the end of this street block, right? You're a kid. You live in Midsummer, the neighborhood. The first thing you gotta do is make some friends and get a scooter or something. Or you gotta get a way to traverse this place. Because if you just stay in one spot all the time, it's like this is your whole world. Which is not a bad thing, really, but it's easy to get a little cut off from society, you know? And then you just go a little ways down this road here, and it's kind of like the movie, what was that called? The Village. Like you just go past the borders of what you're used to, and then all of a sudden you see the other side, you know? Okay, it's a cul-de-sac. Killer driveway. That is exactly where we would have band practice. I do like this house too. I like the gray garage doors. It's a cool aesthetic. Okay, I'm gonna try one last time to fix this damn thing. But I apologize, you guys, it's probably just gonna suck. All right, there's nothing else I can do. Okay, so that sign was not lying. It definitely was a dead end. The sky is very Simpsons today, isn't it? So what I think I'll do is I'll go. That house keeps freaking impressing me. Just by the way it looks from the front, that big stone entranceway, very medieval. I wonder if they hate that sign in their front yard. Mississippi Drive. If I lived in that house, I would just stand in that bay window at the top and smoke a pipe and look down at everybody and go, ha ha ha. Welcome to my world, bitches. I'm just kidding. Yeah, so I could easily rank the houses, but I think you guys know the one I think is best. It's got to be kind of weird because you know all these houses, you can see a lot of the older ones like here on the left. Those are the original ones that were around for a long time. But you know somebody just decides, screw this, man, I got the funds. I'm just going to bulldoze my house down. start over. Then they build those insane houses on the end. See, isn't that crazy though? You come out just a little ways now. And then homes, not here, but some houses are just going to become very, very modest. Okay, let's keep on the trail. And eventually we'll go full circle, I believe. I'm speeding up because there's some dude behind me. I don't like feeling like someone's on my ass all day. Okay, this is where the trail kind of goes to shit. Oh. Ah, okay. Now it's starting to look familiar to me. You know, it'd be a fun challenge is to try to find my way back without going back through the trails. I have to use the streets. Of course, then you risk not having a sidewalk like right here. Kind of runs out. Oh, okay. Interesting. Sorry, this is becoming the 3-hour tour. So don't worry, I'm not going to go all the way down this road, but oh my God, look at that. That's a driveway entrance. Let's see what we got here. West River Road. There's cameras and shit. Wait, is this an entrance to a house or a park? Because it splits off in 3 different ways. Guys, I think this is just somebody's driveway. Holy shit, it is. We're not supposed to see this. Okay. Wow, there's a little cottage or whatever that's called. Couple houses actually, so this is basically like a glorified cul-de-sac or something. Wow. I picture some really sweet old ladies living there. She just sits around and reads books from her library and drinks tea. I don't know. Imagine having to go all this way just to get out of your driveway or to get out of your property. It's like, oh, first of all, I'm gonna go for a jog. Where are you going? Just to the end of the driveway and back. Okay. This has to be nice too. At the very end, you have a gas station, so you'll never run out of gas. All right, we'll head back. I gotta go take a walk up to Bill's for some bread. Okay. You gotta walk all the way up the driveway. It's gonna take you all afternoon. I don't care, I need some bread. All right. So let's do this. Let's see how far this road takes us. And I have a feeling when we get to the end of it, we just have to take a little left and we'll be back home. Sweet home Chicago. Woo! Also, you guys, you remember I can never really get lost because I've got my AirTag thing. Still trying to get sponsored by Apple. Okay, if we rock West River Road for a while, we are going to end up back near the dam. Now we're back on the trail. See, I totally chickened out. I didn't go the wrong way on purpose. Part of it's because I do want to get back to the studio because I have this this new meme that I want to share. It's basically a Beatles tribute band, and Ringo has been replaced by a guy dressed like the drummer from Slipknot. And I thought the funny idea last night that came to me was that the drummer is like really insecure, so he's super self-conscious, and he's trying to convince his tribute band to convert from Beatles to Slipknot so that he could wear a mask on stage. So that hit me as really funny last night, so I just kind of made it. I think the best part of technology today, of what I have at my fingertips, is that whatever I can think of in my head, I can make real. But I don't cheat. Like, I don't go right to, AI and be like, make me all this, make it happen. But I actually like put the footwork into it. And, I'll tweak a picture here and there if I need like someone's face to change a little bit, but for the most part, I just kind of love getting ideas down. And if people think they're funny, that's cool too. I thought about it too. I'm like, I could just sit around all day and make memes. Like, I know they have AI doing them too, like all day, so it's kind of a silly thing to think you're going to break through or something. So you just got to do it for yourself. And if people want to, support what you do, that's cool. But really, it's when people share it and they're laughing at it and they really connect with it that it kind of feels the best, Okay, what is that house? So this looks like a house, and on the right looks like a woodshed of some kind, but duh, it's got to be like around here whenever you see those extra houses, it's got to be like boathouses, right? Like, it took me that long to figure it out. You need somewhere to put your damn boat. This is how much I don't pay attention. Like, oh, members only, I see. Well, you know what? They have a bunch of signs, right? Signs, everywhere a sign. But I don't see anyone down there. Okay, 2 people sitting in a pontoon, that's it. And if I went down and just like meditated on the end of the frickin' dock, I don't think anyone's gonna give me shit. And if they do, I'll just be like, okay. I want to sit on your stupid dock anyway. Thurston Howell III. It's funny too, when you have been around for a while, you start to think that everybody knows the references that you make, And then say you get around a group of people that are younger than you, and you just start making like Max Headroom references and stuff. Thurston Howell. My friend bought one of those lay-down bikes before. He was so sold on it. I just can't lay down in public. But you make these references and people always kind of laugh along, like they kind of get it, But then you realize they have no frickin' clue what the hell you're talking about. Like, one time I made a really stupid reference. There was a cafe girl who, for some reason, said T and then 2, and I said, T2, Terminator. She's like, yeah, ha 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 ha. But hey, if you don't know the Terminator, that's on you. I feel like some movies transcend generations, you know. Like, you gotta know The Wizard of Oz, right? And I wasn't born. What the hell sign is that? Hold on. Like, I still know my classics, you know? Look at the sign, you guys. It's so, like, blatant. Danger, submerged dam area. Or dam ahead. I can't even read. So you know what? You rich folk over there can have your docks. I've got my submerged dam to hang out in. Damn my wood tick fears. I would totally go down that path. Okay. Now, my wood tick fears may be overblown by watching one or two too many YouTube video. Like, I know something weird's going on with the ticks. I just don't know exactly what. Some people are saying that boxes of ticks are being thrown into certain areas. But this one guy went up to a box and filmed it, and there's a bunch of ants crawling out of it. He's like, look at all those ticks. I'm like, dude, those are ants. There's probably something going on, but don't be calling ants ticks now. But here in Minnesota, I mean, we have such brutal weather that I think a lot of them just die off, or they can't make it as far out if they're traveling. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go check out the archery really quick. That way I can go through that. Go through that tunnel. It's funny because back when I first started to scoot like 5 years ago, it was kind of frowned upon. Now it's everywhere, if I could use the word ubiquitous. Never wanted to use that word, but just did. There's a lot of really cool areas around here. I'm gonna go down the low route so I can get through this tunnel. But it was seen as like being lazy. Like, oh, you don't want to ride a bike, you don't want to walk or run, you're going to be on an electric scooter. But what kind of saved my ass from too much ridicule, not that I was worried about it, but hello, is that I'm pretty fit, you know? 6'1.5", 165 to 70 pounds. Although last time I went to the doctor, they said I weighed 175. I'm like, screw you. Okay, this is sort of tragic. Now I know there aren't a ton of archers out there. Okay, restricted area, public access, no public access. We'll have to check it out. Look, there's nobody out here. Hey. Look, completely empty. I am definitely coming back later this week with my arrows. So archery was another fad that I got into, like a phase for a while. And like everything, I just dive headfirst into it. Lady's laughing like lady was laughing like the Shining lady, the shower lady. Okay, this looks like an open field dog park. How do I not know all this shit? I could come here and just watch dogs a-frolicking. Wow. So that fence is not that high. So you get a greyhound or something, any sort of tall dog, you're talking some issues. Wonder how many dogs just go at it inside the open air dog park, whether it's fighting or other things. God, all this has always been around. My whole life. Never bothered going down this far. So I'm just going to go down a little further because I'm curious, and then I'm going to go back. So what's so crazy is full access to outdoor archery. Does this path ever end? And nobody's using it. And I guess that's what you pay in every year for. Okay, what's this? Oh, private trail. No trespassing. End of trail. No trespassing. Okay, it's just somebody's house. Park boundary. Okay. I'll respect it. Whatever. You just gotta wonder what the hell. It looked like a community back there. Oh, it's a residence. Okay. So who cares? Wait a minute. Oh, the Mississippi Association. Oh, this is that association. Okay. These are the same people that own that dock. Hey. Now I feel like everybody who goes by is living in the association. You know, I might just have to mosey on through there, see what all the hype is about. Maybe I want to join this association. Okay, this looks like it just keeps going forever and ever. So I'm gonna turn around. This is like the back rooms of nature trails. Because we're at about 48 minutes. Yeah, I want to see. Maybe I want to join their association. Let's see, private residence beyond this point. Let's see if we can get a look. Feels like investigative work here. I feel like a ninja. Those people are just like chatting. I kind of want to hear what they're saying. So this just looks like a tucked away neighborhood. If those people weren't standing there like that, ready to call the cops, I would probably do a quick roundabout, maybe next time. Let's see, there's some glasses on there. That's funny. Violators will be prosecuted. No literature drops. Villas of Mississippi. Gonna look it up. I don't think that's legal. Like, I don't think you could just cut off an entire section and say it's your neighborhood you can't enter. There's no way that you could do that. I guess it's like their idea, their version of a gated community, you know? That's really got me thinking. So, let me get this straight. You could put up a sign that says no trespassing for an entire neighborhood, and you could get prosecuted for crossing the line? Huh. Okay, so I got to keep track of this in my head. So we've got somewhere to really check out one of these days. We got the dog park. Oh look, the dog's just chilling. I wonder if you can just go in there and start petting dogs. That's what it's called, off leash. Okay. Got the archery range. Guys, we got a little bit of everything going on here. If you got to take a piss, you got those right there. Got some biffies, as they call them. There's actually a whole park down there that I'll check out someday. Wow. Let's go back and use the underpass. Restricted area? Fuck you. I'm sick of this shit. I'm a little agitated, actually. Not of this is just some business district thing. You know what? Just gonna check it out. Plus I could see the dogs one more time. Look at that dog way out here. I think that dog, oh, okay, the fences do go all the way back here. I was like, I think that dog escaped. You know, I've just watched way too many horror movies in my life. And it always starts with some like hidden community of some kind. And even though it's probably nothing, it's just a neighborhood that doesn't want to, you know, let the riffraff in. I'm baffled by this concept. I mean, somebody's yard is one thing, right? Like, hey, stay off my yard, dude. I got a fence. But you can't close down an entire neighborhood. That's not right. a huge frickin' goose, or what was that? Rooster just flew by. Wow. These are all just cookie cutter homes, just like that one all white house neighborhood. Every house is white. A lot of them are for sale. Do you guys notice something? Nobody's outside. Not a soul. Wow. Okay, I'll stick to my promise. I'll just go in a big circle here, but look, security camera. This reminds me of Excelsior when my band played here. Yeah, my band played here once. Not here, in Excelsior. Sorry, I'm just on the lookout right now. There's somebody. And we got out of our car, and my girlfriend at the time was like looking around like, this seems kind of weird. Okay, here's a guy. People sit in the back of their porch. Okay. The whole time I was in there, it felt weird. Like, I don't know if it was just me putting out the vibe, but it felt like the air got thicker. Like there was like this weird energy thing. Who knows? Maybe it's an old folks community. But I just can't see the fact that you could shut down an entire area like that. I know that's just the way it is like everywhere, and I just don't see it as much around here maybe, but if somebody just wants to, you know, look around a little bit, not cause any trouble, just go for a walk, you can't shut down your whole neighborhood. But I knew that was gonna bother me if I didn't go check it out. So, all right, I feel better. So all it was just like Excelsior. I didn't finish the story. We get out and I look around and I thought we were in some M. Night Shyamalan movie because these older people were looking out their windows and they had these scared looks on their faces. And I got back to my car after the gig. And I had a ticket on my car because I parked like half an inch past the line or something like that. It was really crazy. And I'm like, see, we need to have a good balance between those two worlds. So I feel really good right now. It just weighed on me that I didn't have the courage to go through earlier. So I feel like exhilaration now, even though that was no big deal. It's very anticlimactic. I thought I'd go in and see a bunch of eyes wide shut orgies going on or something. Hi. Thank you. I thought I was gonna drive through and an alarm was gonna go off and these men in black were gonna run up and confiscate my scooter and I'd wake up with a sore asshole, you know, one of those deals. But no, it was just like Excelsior. Certain areas of Excelsior, not the whole city, but just people get rich, like really rich, and then they are afraid people are gonna take it all, which granted, that could happen. It's a good fear to have. It's a sane fear to have, logical fear. And they just lock themselves into their nice houses and look out the windows at the riffraff, you know. And then you go back out to your vehicle with a ticket, or worse, you know.
Oh, must be on the right though.
But then you go down to the worst parts of the cities and you see the other side, you know? Where you're like afraid for different reasons to go into certain areas. So I like the balance between the two. Which is this bridge. People of all kinds. You know what's funny is after checking out that private no trespassing area, I feel a little less afraid of other things. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like I was all worried about people getting mad that I'm on a electrical motorized vehicle on here. But now that feels like nothing, you know? It's another good life lesson. Hopefully I don't get whacked by this. Okay. Woo! So right now I'm the hoodlum. You know, it's actually pretty relaxing.
Watch, guys.
Sorry, guys. Is watching people fish. It's like you don't have to fish. You can just watch people fish. Lots of lovely ladies out. Okay. Try not to disturb the peace here. See, I'm respectful. Usually I'd visit the visitor center because I'm a visitor, but not today. It's just a bunch of pamphlets. And see, though, when I was a kid, I had that attitude that I just had right there. Like, I don't want to read about a bunch of stupid old shit. But that's kind of been my new philosophy, is getting more from what you already have around you. So one of these days, I mean, this video's, I'm surprised my camera's still working. One of these days I'll go in and actually read up, but today I'm gonna just say bye to the booth girl. She looks so bored. Oh shit. I should ask her if you have to pay. Hi. Are electric scooters considered motor vehicles?
No.
Sweet. Okay, thanks. Good to know. Oh shit. She's probably like, as of now, it is the Wild West for scooters. Hi. Your dog sucks. Bring that dog to the dog park. Let it run around free. See, now I can recommend that to people. Like, yeah, I'm a pretty worldly man. I know where all the dog parks are. I know where they filmed Eyes Wide Shut now. I've entered the gated communities. I've rubbed shoulders with the Lakeside Homeowners Association. Why does that bother me so much? Like, I get it, because, you know, I've lived places where things just go to shit. I get it. But I think I just get really annoyed when it becomes this policy. Like, this invisible line right here, this whole neighborhood, stay out unless you're part of the association. I bet you, oh, I know why. It's because growing up watching, like I said, horror movies, but also horror anthologies on TV, they always have at least one, or like the X-Files, always have at least one with like a sinister neighborhood. And it always has that same vibe. So earlier I thought about horror movies, right? Like The Village and all that stuff, but really I think it was the TV anthologies that did it. Speaking of that, oh cool, there's a black house. Love it. I ordered, okay, so this is how things usually happen. Somebody plants a seed in my brain and then I just go balls out. I almost said balls deep on it. Somebody will be like, oh, do you remember Amber Tamblyn playing the punk rock teenage girl or whatever daughter in the movie or in the Twilight Zone remake or whatever? And I'm like, what? I didn't know there was a Twilight Zone that came out in 2002. Like, I knew there was one from the 90s that I love. And I looked into it, and Forrest Whitaker's the host. And it's funny because now, well, back in the day, 2002, everything would have seemed so new, and I'd be like, it's too new. I like the old, you know. I like the 90s or the 60s Twilight Zone. But now that I watch 2002 movies, they seem classic now. They seem retro. And the very first one, God, this is all so scary. It's all coming together. Is about a family who brings their two daughters to this neighborhood that kind of look like the one we just went through. The restricted area. And the one daughter's kind of a punk, you know, she's got tattoos and, can I cross? I think I can. And she drinks some tainted lemonade, wakes up the next day, and all of a sudden all her tattoos are gone. And it's like this association that takes the bad out of your kid, you know? So it's got that same vibe. So this is why I sometimes feel a little bit rebellious against that kind of stuff, but at the same time I understand. Okay, everyone, that was a lot of fun. Holy crap, it's probably going to be my longest video ever, but we'll catch you later, and have a good one.